I'm in my 14 carats. I'm 14 karat. Doing it up like Midas. And you say I got a touch, so good, so good. Make you never wanna leave. So don't. Gonna wear that dress you like, skin tight. Do my hair up real nice. And syncopate my skin to your heart beating. Cause I just wanna look good for you, good for you. I just wanna look good for you, good.
So does anyone else know about it?
Yes. I think if you're gonna be in my line of work, it's important that you have someone that you can trust.
So you make $3K a month, is that?
3K, yeah. That's pretty standard. A lot of sugar babies, they get really taken advantage of in this business. And honestly, if your sugar daddy's not willing to give you at least $3,000 or at least accumulation of that a month, then you're being taken advantage of. Like, what we do is important. What we do is hard and difficult, and if they're not willing to pay for you, then they clearly aren't suited for the lifestyle.
Cause I just wanna look good for you, good for you. I just wanna look good for you, good for you. Let me show you how proud I am to be yours.
So how do you get ready for your dates?
Actually, I don't actually go on dates. A lot of sugar babies do, but all of my sugar daddies are out of state. That's just the way that I prefer to do it. For me, honestly, it's very tiring seeing them so often. So I prefer to do like short trips with them as opposed to dates, and then that's where they pay in like larger intervals. But
They pay for your plane trips?
they do. They pay for everything. Sometimes they'll want things like, oh, you should wear a new dress. We're gonna take you to a fancy restaurant in Los Angeles or Vegas. We like to go to Vegas a lot.
Drop top Porsche, rollie on my wrist, diamonds up and down my chain. Cardi B straight stunning, can't tell me nothing. Bossed up and I changed the game. It's my big bronze boogie got all them girls shook. My big fat ass got all them boys cooked. We're from dollar bills, now we popping rubber bands. Bruno sang to me while I do my money dance like, hey. Flexing on the gram like, hey. Hit that Lil Jon, okay. Oh yeah, we dripping the finesse and getting paid.
Ooh, don't we look good together? There's a reason why they watch all night long.
Why is it not gonna be me? I mean, obviously, you have a tendency to put yourself in really high-risk situations. It's important to know what you're talking about, do your research. You have to be confident with men. Usually, most sugar daddies are older men. If you're naive, gullible, if you're new to the world or not used to being provocative, for lack of a better word, it can be really stressful and it can be really difficult.
Have you ever been in a dangerous situation with this, or is it more of a precaution?
It's really more of a precaution. I mean, I honestly have never felt physically unsafe. I think if anything, there's a lot of scammers out there. You have to really do your research, be prepared. Going into any kind of sexual situation with a stranger can be scary for anyone, but it's not always sexual or anything like that. But yeah, it's just when you're looking for a new sugar daddy and you haven't built up that relationship, it can be hard to find someone who's legitimate.
So you've mentioned multiple times sleeping with your sugar daddies. What's the difference between a sugar baby and a prostitute?
That's a very big misconception in the community, or outside of the community, I should say. They're not the same, not even a little bit. prostitution is very simply the exchange of sexual services for money. And sugar babying is not like that. It is a relationship. It is a business arrangement, but it is also a relationship. You build up a relationship with your sugar daddy. They know you, you know them, for as much as, you are both comfortable with, and you are paid for your company. And sometimes that can include intimacy, and other times not, a lot of times not. This is a business arrangement, and you always want to make sure that you are getting what you need out of the arrangement. It's more important that, your finances are taken care of first. That's where your priority is. It's always about the money first and the relationship second. And you want to preserve that relationship, right? So you have to, talk to your sugar daddy in a certain way that is appealing and appeasing to him, so that you can get the most out of your business arrangement. I guess I can understand. Why people would think of it as something a little bit nefarious, I suppose. But again, this is all business, and he understands that as well. For now, I think I'm pretty comfortable where I'm at. Although I did go to college. I actually plan on pursuing a master's degree, and sugar babying sugaring is a way to do it, and I will be paid for that. So it's just nice to be financially taken care of. I don't think this is going to be a long-term career by any means. I don't think most people really consider it a long-term career, but for money on the side, or when you're young and your finances are unstable, I know that a lot of people, especially in college, your financial situation can be really unstable and really difficult to deal with. So for me, this is the best way I know how to deal with it, and it's really rewarding for me.
Teacher's pet, if I'm so special, why am I secret? Yeah, why the fuck is that?